Hello.
Hi, Lucy. And I'm really happy to be back home, and I realized that how what a comfortable and nice environment in North Carolina, and I'm really grateful to be here. And today I want to show you about 3 months of our journey from Nepal and Top Gun. I don't think I need this. So first of all, I want to thank you for all of your supporting to go, giving us opportunity to Global Top Gun Workshop. And Global Top Gun Workshop was, it's Global Top Gun Workshop held in Cheongpyeong Heaven and Earth Training Center in South Korea, August 7th to 27th in 2015. And 190 participants from America and Europe and Japan and Korea. And before I start the detail, I want to show the video about one participant made a movie for the Top Gun participants. So I want to show that. And you can feel a little bit of the taste.
후에 이 뜻을 이어서 이렇게 정예 부대로서 나아갈 수 있는 인재를 찾자, 기르자. 그래서
Oh
시작한
my.
것이 한국에서
What is it?
한권수련.
Your mother's calling out all future leaders. For what reason? To become Top Gun. Tom Cruise? Top Gun! Call out the squad immediately.
I'm on it.
담대하게 지상청 하나의 세계를 이룰 때까지 총진군하라. 알겠지?
여러분 안녕하세요. 당신을 기다리고 있습니다. 참 어머니께서 여러분이 되라고 특별한 사명을 주시려고 부르십니다. 답건이
동의하시면 여러분은 세계 지도자 탑건이 될 수 있습니다. 이 메시지는 5초 뒤에 저절로 파괴될 것입니다.
인간이 책임 못함으로 말미암아 이 하나님의 이걸 심각하지 않나? 심각하지? 천일국은 당당 앞에 세계 앞에 외치기를 바란다.
After watching this movie, I feel again inspiring. Oh, yeah. So the purpose of Top Gun workshop was be readers of integrity and inherit a deeper heart of love for heavenly parents and true parents and humanity. I'm sure that we fulfill this purpose when we finish this workshop. And this schedule is like this. There are three objectives: reflect, emotion, and intellect and will. So we emphasize one core objective per week, each week building on the foundation for the previous week. And first week we did pilgrimage, and the objective was feel one in heart as an embarrassing global family. So we did like this every 9 place of holy ground in Korea. So we took a bus and then we tour all around the Korea, so everybody can see how it looks like. There is countryside and like city, so it was really good. And many people bring the tears and deeper relationship with God and true parents with this pilgrimage experience. And then we also could stay in Jimjilbang, as you see in the video, so the Korean sauna. We sleep together and eat 3 meals together, so we can be like really feel like family, each other. And every morning on the bus, we did hundoke every morning. So everybody rotated MC and leading hundoke and prayer. So they have experience to be leading their community at this way. And then I think this was definitely the highlight of the Tapgong workshop. True invited us to the Cheonjeonggung, and then we eat lunch together, like hamburger and pizza he prepared. Many Americans doesn't like it because they expect like steak or like because we are staying in fancy Cheonjeonggung, like really nice place. So they expect more fancy food, but True Mother prepared this food for American people. So it was cute stuff. And we felt so much love from True Mother, and we felt that she needs us, and she felt so lonely. And many the leaders said that never seen her smiling in few years like that. So we're so happy to be here, and yeah. And then especially Sammy and I could give a testimony in front of the True Mother with that. So it was. I think I remember this forever in my life. Yeah. Yes. And then we performed dance and a lot of show to True Mother to make her happy. And then we sing You Raise Me Up together. And then we sing 사랑의 당신을 with True Mother together. And then we offer the gift to True Mother. And second week is the intellect, and we studied divine principles, and the objective was we discover the power of the word. And we didn't only divine principle lecture, we did many discussion together. So not only sitting there and listening, but also there is many people already listen many divine principle lectures. So we focus on more about how to connect with our actual life and how can we put divine principle living person. So yeah, we discussion a lot. So in that way we can learn each other more and learn each other's culture like that. And then there's every group has a bilingual person, so they could translate into language. Next thing is leadership training and take responsibility to build the Cheonilguk together. So many programs prepare to find out what we want to do for our life in future and what we can do for establishing Cheonilguk. So there is many special lecture too, like Boy Bak, President Boy Bak and President Yona Moon. Okay, to inspire us, and Song Byung-ho, President of the Reunification of North and South Korea, the President. Yeah. And then we could participate in the closing ceremony of Peace Road. And we did the riding of bicycle. And lastly, we could participate in Global Youth Assembly and the 3rd anniversary of True Father Sangwa. And we sing a song. I don't know if you see the video. And then the Global Youth Assembly was amazing also because so many youths coming from another country throughout the world. So there is packed of the people in Cheongpyeong. Yeah, so I will talk about what I learned from this Tapgong workshop. Overally, if we have the heart caring each other and loving each other, we can be one family even if we don't know the language or we don't know the culture. Just we care about each other, it can be family. That's what I learned. And then it's really, I felt that in the Cheonjeonggung, she really needs us. She want us to help her, but we're just, I think I don't do anything, just standing and looking at what's going on. Got that kind of feeling. So I really felt that True Mother really need us to come to her, kind of feeling. And then during the pilgrimage, we visited our historical holy ground, and then we see how true parents sacrifice his life, and then also first generation going to the Japan to missionary and like and other country, America. That I felt so moved by, like, especially Japanese, because the Songhwa anniversary theme was Japanese. So the musical was so inspiring, how they sacrificed their life, the first generation and true parents. Also, the true children, I thought that they didn't have parents for their life. So they didn't have parents for their life because true parents sacrificed their whole life for the world. That was my one thought. And I have to take a responsibility for establishing Cheonilguk. It's not somebody's job, it should be my job. I have to do something. That's what I felt. And the unification of North and South Korea. The Dr. Byung Ho-sung, he gave a lecture to all the participants. And then he said, the true father said, the communism corrupted in 70 years. And then North Korea started in 1948. So 2018 will be 70 years. So it's supposed to be corrupt. So we have to prepare for that. And then some lesson that I learned for my individually. God has a plan for us. I lived in America for 3 years, and then I feel like I cannot speak English very well, so I cannot do anything here, kind of feeling. And I became a coward. I'm scared by meeting people and talking people like that. So, but I just studied English at home. Like, just studied, keep doing. And then I was getting exhausted, and then I don't know what to do in America, like that. And I went to Tapgong workshop. It gave me so much confidence to speak English, because I realized that my English is not that bad. Just more confidence, and then it was in the Tapgong. I was so important person to connect Korea and America and Europe, because I can speak English, so I can connect each country. So it was so grateful, and I feel God has planned for me to come to America. And I'm still looking for what it is, but I got that feeling now. And the Hundoke is really important. So during the Tapgong we did everyday Hundoke, and then whatever we want to know is everything is in the True Father's word. So Hundoke is really important. So I'm trying to do Hundoke every day now. And if you pray, God will answer. So through nature or lecture or people, talking with people or anything. I experienced this in the Tapgong workshop. That when I got to the first day of Tapgong workshop, actually I didn't know why I was there. This is for leaders workshop. I'm not a leader, and I'm just a member of the church. So I was really, I'm sorry for North Carolina members, because they support us to go to the Tapgong workshop. So I feel so sorry and regretting why I'm here. I just came here because I miss Korea. I want to meet my parents. Now we became our leaders. So I was so sad and struggling my heart the first day. So I went to Jongsimon and I prayed so hard and with tears, and I don't know why I'm here. Like, please tell me why I'm here, like that. And then suddenly the director of this Takon workshop, he asked us to be a group parent because we came as a couple. So we became a group parent. So I think that was the answer. And then after that, again, something happened that I don't know how to read people. Why I became a reader? So I went to the Jeongsimon again. How to read the people? All the people's pastors and leaders coming from other organizations. How can I be leader? Because my group has a vice president of America, the headquarters of America. So I don't know how to. So I prayed, and then right after that pray, I went to the lecture, and then the lecturer said, the true reader is true servant, like that. So I got the answer, wow, I don't need to lead people. I just can serve people, just to give love people. And then after that, my heavy burden was gone. So like that, if you pray sincerely and seriously, God will answer. That's what I felt. And then be expert. So during this Top Gun, the third week is take ownership for the Cheonilbu. So we did a lot of activity that we choose the area we want to be expert. So we discussed a lot of things. How can we establish Cheonilbu through this area, like sports, entertainment, and artists, and all kinds of things. So I realized that we need pastor and missionaries, but also we need a sport athlete and artist and doctors and all kinds of the specialists we need for the Cheonilbu, the happy world, ideal world. So I want to find what I want to do, and then I will do the best, and then I want to be a person who pride of front of true parents and heavenly parents. So these are what I learned from the Top Gun. I'm really grateful to give us this chance to us and all the supporting. Thank you so much again, and thank you.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Adrian. Now, I was going to talk about our time in Nepal a little bit, just to share what we did, how it was, share some photos. The best part of our trip was going to Korea, though. So you heard the best part already. But Nepal was also a really wonderful experience. I took this photo from the airplane, actually. So it was a cloudy day, and we were leaving Nepal to go back home, and there's clouds in the sky, it was going to rain soon. So we're going up, and all of a sudden we break the clouds, and then you can see the whole Himalayan range. So I thought that was really cool. And we went to Nepal, and we stayed with 2 bus families lived together. It's this family right here, and then the National Messiah of Nepal, the Kittles. So the children are in college, they're in America, but then the parents live in Nepal. So this is the Nepalese family we stayed with. They were
Is this
really nice.
Robert Kittle?
Robert Kittle, yeah, and Teresa Kittle. And so Nepal is one of those countries that is doing really well with tribal messiahship, and then so this is one of the families that finished their tribal messiahship. They blessed 430 couples.
Wow.
So one of the main things we did was we wanted just to do service work. We wanted to go to help with the earthquake that happened in April. And so because we're not particularly good at anything, we were just did manual labor. And we would just clean up rubble. And these houses were knocked over, so we cleaned everything up. And then we just cleared up so they could rebuild their homes. So this is like, it took about 10 people working maybe 6-8 hours a day, about a week, to take all that and clear it up like that. And then we take shovels and wheelbarrows and we fill all the dirt and we store it over on the side. There's like a cliff. And it was nice work. It was good, honest labor.
Was it working with like another
It was-
group or?
We worked with an organization called All Hands. So they're in Nepal doing, they were doing two things. They're cleaning rubble and they're also building houses and building schools. So people who were electricians, who had some kind of skilled labor, they would be put on the building team, and then everyone else that just wanted to go help, they would just clean houses. And actually, going to Nepal, you expect to have this big earthquake and be really devastated, but for the most part, life is pretty back to normal. So it was really interesting. People kind of bounce back really quickly. Especially the main areas, life is pretty similar, pretty the same now. Maybe there'd be like a row of 5 houses and maybe one random house would be knocked over. And it's still, some places are kind of like that. The places that are still kind of hard are kind of really far out in the country. So every day we'd have to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours to kind of get to these places. And then just kind of in the villages more. There's no, you can't bring any equipment out there. You can't bring any bulldozers or anything. So you have to do everything by hand. The next thing we did was we did education for their center. It's very, the church in Nepal is very old school. Like they've got centers, they've got center leaders, they've got full-time members who go out witnessing, fundraising, and then they do 21-day workshops, 40-day workshops. And so this is one of the 21-day workshops they're doing. They get people from all over, they're young people, maybe like 16 to 23, 24. And they come from all over the country for 3 weeks. And they just do EP lectures. And then, so this was near the end, and we came just to give a talk to them, just to say who we were. And we did this a few times. And then we also spoke to, we had an ambassador for peace event. And so we came and spoke to some ambassadors for peace. And then we visited orphanages and just gave them candy. We're nice to them. And this is the Kiddo family, the parents, Robert and Teresa. And this is the holy ground that's in Kathmandu. And for the EU. And this family that we say, they're so nice, really wonderful Nepalese family, just really nice to live with. And the EU and the mom got along really well. And we did some fun stuff too. We would ride elephants and did like a jungle safari. We go into the jungle. And then we went trekking into the mountains for 8 days. We went to Annapurna, which is one of the big mountains there. And so we hired a guide and paid him $15 a day to bring us into the mountains and come back down. And so, just some photos, trekking. It's really, so they have like the last town you can take the bus to. And then from there, there's the only way to bring anything is through donkeys. So they've got these villages where people grow up and they live there, and everything they have is brought in by a donkey. And then you get to a certain point where the elevation is too high for donkeys to go to, so people have to carry things in on their back. So you got these little towns with guest houses, and all the food you're eating, everything they have was carried in. And it was just really nice, just walking through nature. And then there's this point which I thought was really cool, was that there's this point where like you're fine, and then all of a sudden you hit the snow line right here. And like when we started, we felt in a week we felt all 4 seasons. I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt in the beginning, and then by the last day when we went to the top, I was literally wearing everything I brought with me, and wish I brought more clothes. This is maybe on the way to the very top, and just a lot of snow. And the last day we woke up really early to make it to the end point, the base camp, and it was dark when we left. The stars were out, and then the sun started coming out and hit the mountain right here. This is the moon, you can see.
That's the moon, right?
Yeah, it's the moon, and the sunrise is coming in. And then this is the base camp at the top. So most people come here, and then you've got the whole mountain range around or surrounding you. So you come in through the path right here, and then you go into the mountain here. And then you're surrounded on all sides by these mountains. And then most people go here, but this is the base camp for people who want to climb Annapurna. So they start here, and then from then it's like it's like a natural mountain. You're mountain climbing. You have to bring all your equipment, you can bring all your tents and all your food and everything. And so, Nepal is a lot of really beautiful nature. It's so cheap. It's like people talk about how India and Nepal, these kind of places are cheap. It's like unbelievable. I think you could live really well for $200-300 a month in Nepal. for everything. So, you know, like, typically you go to a restaurant, you can pay like something like $15 for a meal. Me and you, we decided to have one for my birthday. We decided to do a really special meal. Like, we did the whole salad, appetizer, main dish, dessert, everything. We spent $26 for both of us. And then hotels are nice. It's very stress-free place to go vacation because you don't have to worry about spending too much money on anything. Just to give you some numbers, the population of Nepal is 30 million. Their GDP, which is gross domestic, this is basically in a given year how much money Nepal makes, right? So it'd be $20 billion, and it's about $740 a person per year. And North Carolina's got a third of the population. It's got the GDP is nearly 400 billion, about $54,000 a person. So it's really different. But our favorite thing was meeting the Nepalese members. It was really nice. I wish we could spend more time with them. One thing I kind of regret was that when we went to Nepal, and then we really got this VIP treatment from the members there. And I guess it would be, I kind of thought how, imagine maybe 20, 30 years ago, if someone came and it was like, welcome our young second generation blessed couple from Korea. Right? Like people would go nuts, I'd imagine, right? So it's kind of like that. They're like, oh, this blessed couple from America, they're second generation, oh my God. And we'd sit in the front, they'd bring us water. And so it's kind of hard to actually like mingle with the members. I would have liked it done more. It was really nice to meet them still.
Do they speak English?
Yeah. Most people who go to school speak English pretty good. People who kind of live in villages, not really. So a lot of the question people have been asking me a lot is how many members does Nepal have? And I really have no idea how to answer that. They're doing really well with tribal messiahship. Nepal, Philippines, Thailand, right? They're all their big focus. So they've got 13 people who finished this already. So they've all blessed 430 couples. So it's over 5,600 blessed couples they have in Nepal, right? But the thing is, they all have very different levels of education. You know, you've got like some full-time members that they've been members for 10 plus years, and they come to service every week, they do Hundok every morning, and then you've got some members, there's some of these people are blessed. I mean, so we're talking blessing, we're talking the whole thing. The holy wine ceremony, Devi stick, 40-day separation, 3-day ceremony, they're doing all of it, right? But you get some people, they get invited to this blessing ceremony, and then there's like some they're already married, some ceremony, and at the ceremony they find out that they're supposed to do a 40-day separation, and they're like, whoa, what's going on, right? So it's really, I don't know how to answer that question. How many blessed families do they have? How many members do they have? It's like whenever there's an event, they've got all these people, ambassadors for peace, they've got all these people who will come, they've got all these people that will come to Hundoke. But it's really this like on a very unclear line. So, and then part of that is, so Nepal's mission is, you might think we witness increased membership, right? But actually Nepal, what they're doing is, I guess, I made this up, I didn't get this from anybody, but the Create Channel go through their family party influence. So they have a political party called Family Party in Nepal. And so they have 2 ministers in Congress right now. So, I mean, politically they're doing very well. They have a lot of influence with the Prime Minister, and their goal is to have someone from the family party become the Prime Minister in the next election. And to do that, they need 70% vote, which is about 70 million people. And if they do that, they'll literally let them recreate the government. So that's kind of what the focus is on, and to increase their influence with the family party, doing these blessings, making these relationships with people. So rather, as opposed to like fundamental witnessing, they're kind of just more giving the blessing to people and increasing their family party membership. So their strategy is to try with messiahship, and it's really what they're focusing on. So the question that really, I was meeting all these people, and the question that really came to mind was, what the heck is a blessed family, right? Does being blessed make you a blessed family? You know, they've got over 5,000 people doing all these things, and you know, but is that, I don't know, is that for me? Is that really enough to say, you know? So this is something I want, and so this is kind of me going to my sermon a little bit. I wanted to share something, kind of what I thought about, and I don't actually have an answer. I don't have an answer for what is a blessed family. I'm just kind of giving you a peek into my mind a little bit. So You have to figure it out for yourselves. Does receiving the blessing make you a blessed family? And also, does being a blessed family mean you're equal being a unificationist? Because one thing in Nepal they're very adamant on is that they're not converting people, is that they invite people to get blessed, but that they're really how they're sharing with people is the role of true parents, and they don't say Reverend Moon. He's true. They call it the true parents, right? And then they say the purpose of the true parents is to fulfill all religions. So Nepal is a Hindu country, 80% Hindu, and then so they would share with people, be a Hindu, right? But really fulfill your role as a Hindu. And really just, really embrace, be loving, embrace people. And so, but they do have unification members also. They've got people who tithe, people who come to service. They've got, I think it was they've got 100 second blessed children in the country, right? And so, but anyway, I looked at Father's words, and I wanted to answer this question because, so what is the difference between the blessed family, the Unification Church, and other families? In both, a man and a woman live together. What is the difference? If you compare the poorest man in Korea with the richest man, what is the difference? Both have eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. When we clothe the richest man in a beggar's garments, he would look like a beggar. But if the rich man dies wearing beggar's clothes, people wouldn't say that a beggar died. They would still say rich man died. Even though the external appearance is the same, the internal content is different. Likewise, the difference between the Unification Church of a blessed family and other families is difference of internal content. So, Shifal is saying there's a very distinct difference between being a blessed family and not being a blessed family, right? But the tricky thing, and I spent hours looking through, trying to figure out, what Father talks about blessed family. And he'll go on about how important it is, how significant it is, and why we're so lucky to have blessed families in the world. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out what exactly a blessed family is. So it's probably out there somewhere. I just haven't found it yet. True Father will say things like, what is a blessed family? It is an entity which pursues the ideal of the family centering upon God. So that's pretty, that's great. That seems pretty clear, and it seems pretty embracing. Right? You don't have to come to church in order to do that, right? At the same time, he'll say, if blessed families lead a life distant from the church, their life is wrong, and that's really harsh. But also, you have to, for me also, you have to take in mind. True Father says contradictory stuff all the time. It's really hard to take stuff at face value for what he says. But it's Googling or just looking through all True Father's speeches. He's saying all this different stuff, right? So the next question I asked is, what do blessed families do actually? Are blessed families people who do hundoke? Are the people who go to church? Is blessed family tithe? Do you witness? Go to Chungpyeong? This Chungpyeong one seems to be if you ask someone, oh yeah, he's a new member. He's like, yeah, he's been coming to church for a year. But, oh, is he a member? Oh yeah, he's been to Chungpyeong. That's like the universal standard for yeah, he's a real member. If he's okay with having someone hit him on the butt for 40 days, then he's a church member, right? And then also, is it just believing in true parents? Does that make you a blessed family, right? Getting blessed with true parents. And if so, how much? How much do you have to believe in true parents? They have all these members in Nepal that they come to receive the blessing because they have some level of respect for who true parents are, right? They have absolutely no Christian background. When they do DP lectures, is completely different than when they do the ones we do in America. There's absolutely zero biblical reference, right? They use, I forgot what they have their text. I forgot what it's called.
The Vedas.
Vedas. So everything is culturally, all their context for doing DP lectures is Hindi. So it's really interesting actually, and they have really great lectures. And they say, yeah, true parents are, I guess they have some role of, people are supposed to come down and spread the truth and be like the parents of all humankind, and Hinduism, and that's what true parents are, right? And so people are like, oh yeah, that's wonderful, that's great. And then but you see them once a year at a big Ambassador for Peace event or something. So, in Nepal, it's really inspiring. These members are really connected to each other's lives. They care about each other. They take care of each other. They're working together on something that's really important. They're actually accomplishing that goal. They have these plans for how to, for preparing for the next election is have doing these blessings and getting these child messiahs. They've got this whole plan, and they're going out and they're they're accountable for accomplishing, for hitting these numbers, right? And sharing the blessing, right? But I wonder if, oh yeah, it sounds so great. But then, like in the back of my mind, I didn't say this to anybody in Nepal, like, so I kind of wonder, like, is that really enough? Just hitting these numbers, is that like doing the spiritual condition? Is that really what's gonna take? Or is education? Do we have to educate these people? Do these people have to be willing to witness, to do fundraising for, drop what they're doing and live in a center and go witnessing? And it's like, is the times evolving, and what people is what people did before really the same thing people have to keep doing. And so there's all these things that are going to my mind, and like, who the heck are all these people that are getting blessed in Nepal? Are they members? Are they blessed families? Right? Do they? And the thing, literally, the question I thought was like, how can they? How are they allowed to be blessed if they don't understand the value of blessing? And then but in reality, who really understands the value of the blessing? Right? And then do they deserve to be blessed? What did they do to earn it? Right? Who actually, even for people who spent years doing MFT and all that, but who really deserves to be blessed? Right? And so it's really this it's like this mind shift, this mindset is shifting about what really offering the blessing to people, right? I remember you used to have 3 spiritual children to get blessed, right? It's really hard to do. You used to have to, and there's all these things that you had to earn, and then you do all these things, it really feels like you earned it, right? But did you really earn it? I got blessed because I was like, okay, I'll go to the blessing. And I filled in an application and I paid some money, right? So that's all I had to do. And then now it's like all I have to do is show up and then drink some holy wine and hit your spouse on the butt with a stick. And then, so really like, what is this level of when it's appropriate for someone to be blessed? Is it just, if they're willing to do the conditions, then let's bless them? Or is it, they really have to understand at some level the significance of it? And I really don't know, right? It's just, it's really it's just fulfilling these conditions and really taking the due diligence and educating people. But overall, what's going on in Nepal is really awesome, and I'm really happy to have been able to see part of it, and I'm really supportive of what they're doing there. And I really think that some good things will come from. And Philippines, Nepal, and Thailand, they're all working together. They're all relatively close to each other. And like financially, Nepal has very low tithing numbers, but they get their finances from Philippines. Right? Philippines is a really strong foundation. And so that was really just a sneak peek. We did a slideshow for a family. It was like 30 minutes long. So there's a lot of great photos to show you, but I really just showed you like monkeys. There are monkeys everywhere in Nepal. They're like squirrels. It's really cool to see. So we had a lot of great photos, and there's a lot of great experiences. We had a really happy to have gone, but also so happy to be back. Done traveling. I don't want to do anything exciting anymore for a while. But anyway, thank you so much, and I'm really happy to be able to share this with you and see everybody.